In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up a very quick and easy way to do parallel drum compression in Cubase. So as you can see, we just have a very basic drum track, kick, snare, and hi-hat, and I'm just going to play that for you. And now what we want to do is we want to create a group track. So you go to Project, Add Track, and go to Group. Make sure it's stereo and call it Drums. Now let's go to your mixer. Select all the drums. Go to Routing. And if you do Shift and Option, you can just put them on the group. And so all your drums now, let's just play that back, they're going to the group track. So it's nice and convenient because you can control everything with one fader. But that's not the only purpose. So now what we're going to do is, let's just go back. We're going to create an effects track. Project, Add, Effects. Make sure it's stereo. Nothing on it right now. And let's call it Drum Squash. Let's put squash drums. That'll work. Okay, so now the next thing you want to do is we want to solo safe this. So on the Mac, it's Command and Option, and then you click that until you get that little the solo safe button. So that's just for the purpose of if you want to solo something that is in that group, that's going to play as well. So any effect that we put on there is going to play as well. So now let's go to that effects channel and let's go to Insert, and here you can put any compressor that you like to really squash drums. So typically people put like an 1176, something that is very snappy with a fast attack and release. So if you want to use the stock plugins that come with Cubase, they have their vintage compressor that does a really good job with that. So you want to put a really high ratio. So let's put 20:1 on this. And let's just play it, and basically we want to see a lot of gain reduction. We want to really squash this. So before we do that, let's just lower the level of this channel. Okay. So now we're going to go on the drum channel, and you can do it from here actually in Cubase. Go to Sends, send it to Squash Drums, and let's turn that on. And you could leave it at that level. So now all the drums that are grouped here, you're going to be sending it to the squash drums. And there it is. So now let's go to the Insert and let's really squash the drums. Okay, so as you can see, I left the attack super fast. The release, you can even fiddle with that if you want it a little snappier, a little quicker, I mean. Maybe a little bit too pumpy, but I think it's good there. So now you want to go to your mix. Let's go to the mixer, and you want to play without it and slowly blend it in until it's at a comfortable level. You don't want things to sound super distorted or super squashed. The whole thing is just to have this parallel compression track basically just add life and energy to the mix and not really take away from it. So let's just play it, and we're going to slowly bring it into the mix. Let's play without and with. So as you can see, that it adds a lot more life and energy to the drums. So that is just the easiest way to do it. Sometimes, on a live kit especially, you might not want to send, let's say, the crash track, because it might sound a little bit wishy-washy. So, it's dependent on the song, but if you hear it's doing something a little bit weird to the crash, then send all the drums to this out, to the drum group, except the crash. So I find for most, you're usually okay to put the crash on there, but in certain instances, it does sound a little weird when it's highly squashed like that and you bring it in. So that's my tip for today. So I hope you enjoy that. That's just a very quick and easy way to do that. Stay tuned for more tutorials. I'm going to be doing a lot of step-by-step mixing tutorials on various genres. So I will show you exactly what I do from start to finish on a, like a radio-ready mix. Thanks. If you have any questions or comments, just leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer it.